Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
City Chiefs, a wide receiver and mainland product, Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J Corda, and of course, Josh Hennig here as well, producing. He's still setting up. But guys, it's Eagles Sunday, and we're here at LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine, and we were here all last year, Dave and PJ. It was a lot of fun. We're back at it. And good morning, Dave Klemic.
You know me, caffeinated, activated, ready to go to work with Billy Schwein on a Sunday. Let's go.
PJ Corda, good to see you, man. Mr. Negadelphia's in the house, and PJ, you took us all to the opening game against the Cowboys, and it was so much fun. We want to thank you again. That was tremendous. But you know what? It was great to have the whole gang there.
It was nice to see everybody together. It was good. It was good.
Great,
it was a great game. It was a good game. It was a little wet out there, but it was good.
Well, and I think the lightning took away from it, you guys. I mean, let's face it, the emotions going, the crowd's hyped up. And all of a sudden, we get
put on hold.
Yeah, we get put on hold. So that was a tough pill to swallow.
That was.
Yeah, plus the weirdest opening to any game I've ever seen, where Jalen Carter gets kicked out of the game before it starts.
Oh my God!
Well, we're broadcasting live at LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. I got to tell you, where we're sitting from our vantage point, we're looking out over the ocean through palm trees. I feel like I'm in Miami, PJ.
You know what? It has that setting. It does. You know, the palm trees, the beach. And it's still really nice weather out here, guys. We're still enjoying that perfect fall weather.
Dave Klemic, you know this time of year when it's still warm out, and you get out there for the pregame warm-up, and you come back and you're sweating. You're ready to go.
Oh, yeah, man. Right now, the smell of the cut grass is what gets me. The nostalgia comes from those smells of the grass. You know, and yesterday or Friday, they honored Jack Thomas, one of our sponsors at Charlie's Bar. They dedicated Mainlands Field to the Jack Thomas
is that right?
The family.
That's awesome. Wow. Of course, Charlie's Bar sponsors the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. We'll have him on at 11:30 for his picks. Of course, at 10:30 we get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson from Fox 29 News. We get the keys to the game with him, so we'll talk to Scott Grayson at 10:30. We got a great show lined up today. We also have a really special guest, a really special thing here. We got the Super Bowl trophy that's going to be here in a few minutes. So come on down and get your picture taken with the Lobardi Trophy and enjoy LaScala's Beach House, the great food, the great ambiance, and the scenery. You can't beat it. Plus, if you want to go for a swim, Dave, you can just get your shirt. I know PJ doesn't swim, but
don't be doing that.
He lives on the coast. He doesn't swim, but you can go jump in.
I'll do it. I'll do it like a dare at the end.
All right. Guys, we got a lot to talk about today. Eagles football, but before we get into some football, I do want to say, how about the Phillies last night? I know Dave's going to put his feet up, but we got to talk about the Phils, who won again, PJ.
Marsh is looking strong. Look, this is the time to get hot, guys. This is the time that you have to go in with that momentum.
Right. It's September 14th. They're clicking on all cylinders. They're getting great pitching. I mean, if you look at the stats last night, I said that to Tommy Green. We had Tommy Green on for On the Mound segment with Tommy Green. I said, watch. Taijuan Walker, he'll probably surrender 3 or 4 runs in the first couple innings, and he'll settle down. And basically, that's what he did because he went 5 innings. He threw 83 pitches.
He got in a rhythm.
He gave up 4 runs, which is his ERA.
Yeah, he got in a rhythm, and he delivered for what we wanted. Yep.
Duran came in, got his 30th save. But the biggest spark of them all, and you know this, Dave, I don't care what sport you're playing, when you got a guy like Harrison Bader, he provides, we said, give us a word yesterday on the text board, at 609-403-0973, we put a question up. What's an adjective to describe Harrison Bader? He is a spark. He's like there was solid, there was professional. There's so many adjectives to describe him, but he's a spark plug for this team.
And you need that. You need someone to get the bats rolling, to get everybody together, and make sure that the team is on stride there. The
good
momentum.
Point.
But put a little fun into it.
Yeah,
too, Dave,
good
right?
point. And what he did for that kid, I thought that was the
that,
neatest thing what they did for that kid who got the ball taken from him from whoever that lady was.
I know.
But speaking of sparks and stuff like that, I can talk about. Everybody needs like a piece of momentum. You ever have like just a little bit of wind at your sails, and then you're like, okay, we can carry that. but somebody's got to create the spark. So
It's
I
infectious.
totally get that in any sport.
So it's almost like in football too. You have a combination of young and old players. The youth of the team has that energy. It gives a lift to the grizzled veteran who's been there for like 10, 12 years, who is now so used to the everyday routine that this young kid comes in and provides that extra spark.
Yep.
Man, I remember, you end up as a pro athlete. I ended up going, I'm going to work right now. I said that, and I go,
right.
Well, at that point, I go, I gotta dude. I needed I didn't want to think I was going to work to go to practice. You know what I mean? I had to punch a clock. You know what I mean? It wasn't. And so every now and then you get a young guy that just throws in some energy, and you're like, oh, this is fun. Let's
And he's
have
out
fun
there
again.
to prove himself.
And then when you're having fun, you're playing relaxed. When you play relaxed, you play good. People that are great at any sport, they say they make it look what? They make it look easy.
They make it look easy. What do they say? If you love what you do, you never work a hard day.
Not one day in your life. That's right.
But from the sports perspective of it, if you have somebody that's enthusiastic and the youth it comes through that
it brings that energy.
Youthful youthful energy. It lifts everybody on the team.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now, if we talk about who we're playing this week, you're talking about the most relaxed person in the NFL is Patrick Mahomes. He's just the only one. He's having the most fun out there. Even when he's doing bad, you see him smiling, having fun. And that's going to be a hard person to beat, is somebody who's having fun while you're trying to not make mistakes.
And how cool is this? The Phillies play the Kansas City Royals, and we already won the series.
Yep.
And now the Eagles get the Kansas City Chiefs today. And I know, Dave, the Chiefs are special in your heart because you played for the Chiefs, but you are a true Eagles fan.
Yeah, man. I mean, really,
South Jersey.
It was hard for me when I was in free agency. They said, okay, Eagles will sign you for $10,000. Chiefs will sign you for $7,000, but you have a guaranteed practice squad spot if you don't make the roster. And I go, my grandfather was like, don't go to the Eagles. They'll boo you out of the stadium if you mess up. I'm like, he's like, you go coach Vermeil. He was the Eagles coach. We loved him. So that's kind of where we made our decision, actually.
So the Kansas City Royals, if the Phillies beat the Royals today, we sweep them. And then if the Eagles can put the cherry on the top tonight and beat the Kansas City Chiefs, who, by the way, the Eagles have made Patrick Mahomes an underdog, a 1-point underdog.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs are coming in as the underdog, and I think rightfully so, given the circumstances. I mean,
well, they have they're lost their wide receiver.
Rice is
out.
He's out, and Worthy I think is injured.
He's got a dislocated shoulder. Hollywood Brown had like 16 targets last week, and he played well, but they sent him. He's not a big guy. He weighs like 150 pounds. For him to target him 16 times, like you're targeting A.J. Brown.
Dave,
by the way, he doesn't get any targets.
Before we get into the meat and the potatoes of the football game today, does when professional athletes see that you're an underdog, is that would you say that's bull?
No effect.
They don't even pay.
No effect.
No chip.
No chip.
No,
the only thing that I've noticed recently with social media is somebody says something, a quote on there where they say something, and then you get a little bit mad. But what goes on in Vegas, what goes on in the media, I don't think it affects. Plus, you're not dug in. Now, somebody like Travis Kelce, who lived in Kansas City for all those years.
Right.
I played all 4 years in Kansas City. I started to become part of the fabric of that place. You get mad at the Raiders, right? You don't like the Raiders. We don't like Dallas. We don't like New York.
It's a big rivalry.
Yeah, but you have to be there for a long period of time. Okay. And there's very few players that stay for a long period. They're usually there for a year or two,
couple years.
Traded, transfer, whatever.
All right, it's Eagles Sunday. We're broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. Come on down. Enjoy the rest of the day. We have the Super Bowl trophy that'll be here in a few minutes. Would it be nice? The Phillies' magic number is 1. So if the Phillies win today and the Chiefs win, wouldn't that be great if the Eagles beat the Chiefs today and the Phillies win the division today?
How often does that happen?
Cool?
It would be a great thing. Also, a rough day for all the Kansas City fans out there. They're having a rough one with that. Yeah.
Well, we can't worry about them now, can we?
No, remember, back in the day, Bo Jackson played for the Raiders. He also played for the Kansas City Royals. It would be very helpful if he could go right down the street, playing one game, playing the other, playing one game, playing the other.
This works out great. I just run across the street.
Yeah.
All right,
what a good problem to have.
Let's get it going. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing with the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime at 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more of our Eagles pregame show right here live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN. It's a Super Bowl rematch in Week 2 as the Eagles head to Arrowhead to face the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes is back. He's stepping up. He's hit. They sacked him. They got him.
Pre-game coverage begins at 3 p.m. Merrill and Mike call all the action later today, starting at 4:25. This is where the Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN. South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Transforming your land with a John Deere compact tractor is as easy as connect, latch, load, haul, spread. Cutting grass is as simple as roll, click, mow. Box blading is as effortless as hook, lock, grade. And backhoeing is as convenient as turn around, switch, dig. Because when you've got the versatility to tackle just about any job and dealer support in your own backyard, you just have to get in the seat. Find the right compact tractor for you at johndeere.com.
You matter, and so does your well-being. Call, text, or chat 988, New Jersey Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, for free 24/7 support with mental health, suicide, or substance use concerns for you or someone you love. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schweim here with you with former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product Dave Klemic. Of course, Mr. Negadelphia P.J Corda's in the house. He's sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. And we're broadcasting live in Brigantine. Look, it's a beautiful day out today, man.
It's a perfect weather.
It's been great for a Phillies to clinch the NL East and for the Eagles to beat the Chiefs. And it's a rematch of Super Bowl 59 from last year, and it's going to be really exciting. The second game of the season, you can feel the enthusiasm building, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't think the Chiefs have – I've been saying this since last year. I don't think they're going to have nearly the success. I would say they're going to be a 500 squad this year. And they have drama. They're missing Rashee Rice for a suspension from the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. He ran away from he got in a car accident, hurt a bunch of people, then ran away.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why he gets to play in the NFL anymore. Right? Anyway, then you got their star receiver Xavier Worthy, shoulder injury now. His first play of the game, he's done. So he's out this week too.
And I have Isaiah Pacheco on our fantasy. He's not really doing well. He had I totally forgot about that. He had a major injury last year.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought that he's a local product.
I know. Yeah, Vineland guy.
Millville
area. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's not playing up to his capability. And like the Eagles, Jalen Carter, he gets suspended for game 1. You know he's going to have his ears pinned back and ready to go.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, though, it's a rough thing with fantasy when you play Billy, because Billy has like 3 of the Eagles' main starting players on his team. So it's like you're playing against them and you're hoping you do well, but at the same time rooting for your team.
I was ridiculed. I was chastised and ridiculed because one year I got like I got the tight. I got Dallas Goedert. I had Hurts. I had I think Miles Sanders. I had all the Eagles. I had the kicker. I had the defense. I didn't do that extreme this year.
Not as extreme.
And we'll talk to our fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar at the bottom of the hour. But no, I mean I don't want to. I will not get any Cowboys on my team. I'm not gonna. I hate the Cowboys. Why would I put them on my team?
Yeah, it puts you in an awkward spot. You got to like root for them.
Yeah, forget that.
Correction, by the way, it's Dallas Goedert.
That's right.
Mr. Negadelphia made famous. But also, I got kicked off Josh kicked me off the ESPN fantasy football because I'm a terrible player. I had Christian McCaffrey got hurt. I played him every week. I play every week, even though I missed the whole season.
Listen, it's a very simple equation, Dave, okay? Fantasy football is about participation. It's about the trash talk. It's about the guys being involved. Right. You're too busy making babies and running your business, okay?
Yeah, I agree. I would kick me out, too.
Point. All right, Dave, let me ask you this question. Under Nick Sirianni's tutelage, the Eagles are 5-0 under him in game 1s. I mean, what's that suggest to you?
Well, their preparation.
Proper preparation.
Preparation prevents poor performance. There's another one in there. But that always talks about your preparation. And you play a big rival like Dallas in your first game, that talks about your preparation. However, I don't think they played all that great. They did have some great performances, but a lot of penalties. That's unlike, a Nick Sirianni team. But we had a ton of penalties in that game. And we lost our best defensive player.
Right, and they still won. And guess what, PJ, Mr. Negadelphia? The Eagles are 17-1 in the last 18 games, including playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's certainly we don't have a lot to complain about.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't. They've been accomplishing what we want. I mean, it's always nice to want more, you know what I mean, and win more often, but that's a pretty good record, I would say.
Well, Billy doesn't want him to win. He needs them to win by like 30 points.
Or
he's like, that wasn't aesthetic.
That's right. I want that as aesthetically pleasing wins, but you actually put me in my place a couple weeks ago by saying you got your aesthetically pleasing win in the Super Bowl last year because that Super Bowl was phenomenal. I mean, you had defense. Mahomes hadn't been hit as hard as that all season long, or even in his career. He was getting hit.
6 sacks.
6 sacks. He was getting hit. He was a lot of hurries.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then the interception by Cooper DeJean, and then the Devonta Smith dagger in the heart. That bomb. I mean, they were firing on all cylinders.
I mean, listen, nothing would make me happier than a nice little repeat today from what happened last year. That would be a good game for us to see for sure.
We're primed to go on a run if we can keep our guys not suspended.
A few years ago, actually, 25 when Jeffrey Lurie first bought the team, he said he wanted the Eagles to be the gold standard. I think we've definitely achieved that, wouldn't you say?
I think so too. You know what? I was watching a conference of the LSU game afterwards, and the head coach was asked a question. Now they won.
Right.
Said they won the game.
Right.
And one of the reporters says, "Hey, what's going on with your run game?" And he's like, "Hey, let us not forget. We won this game." You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You're acting like we lost,
Yeah.
and that we had all these deficiencies, and this is what was wrong. And he goes, let's focus on, give these boys a pat on the back. They won this game. It was a hard game. It was a division game.
Right.
And the reporters were criticizing even,
because
on
last
the
year,
victory.
the Eagles won ugly last year. And a lot of games, we would
that's
hear
true.
a win's a win, and it is. And I subscribe to that theory. A win's a win, but at some point, you want to have a nice looking win, aesthetically pleasing win. But you know what I'm saying? Just like the Clemson, they beat they lost last night to Georgia Tech. Did you see? Everybody stormed the field and everything. It was a great win, team win.
Yeah.
But last week we beat the Dallas Cowboys on a Thursday night, and A.J. Brown only had one catch for 8 yards.
You know, it's when people say that, and it's like, yeah, you want to see A.J. more involved. We would love to have seen him. But at the same time, we got the W.
Right.
We got the win. We did what we wanted to do that night. Probably didn't go exactly the way you wanted. You know what I mean? There were some things that went there. But all in all, we're still winning games, and that's what's most important.
Who was it that said, I think it was Mike Tyson, that said everybody has a great plan until they first hit the
I love that.
face, right? I mean, and it's true. I mean, you have a game plan, and all of a sudden, you know, like Josh said on Hanging with Hennig, like you have to make adjustments. And Vic Fangio made adjustments. Cowboys scored 14 points almost right away, and the second half they scored another touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, how many times do you see a halftime after halftime a team adjust and they were losing, now they come back, they make a win? That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see your team do, to adjust according to play.
Right. And Dave, you know, like Saquon Barkley, he had 60 yards, and he was the second leading rusher. Jalen Hurts had 61 yards.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. But he, you know what? How mature was he? The way he would pick up yards, slide down. He's not trying to run people over unless he really had to.
Well,
I saw a lot of maturity
the
in that
Washington
first
game last year. He did slide, and he still got a concussion.
Well, he got hit, remember, on the and
that's
it was
right.
And honestly, you know, he is being a little more conservative. He is going down maybe a little earlier than, you know, it's like not just sliding, it's like when you slide.
Right,
you do that last minute and then you get a collision, you know.
Yeah, he still got hit out of bounds at one time. I mean, they got to just kind of shoved him.
It a little bit.
That should have been a penalty, but you guys all know what I'm talking about. It was in the Dallas bench. They just jammed him in the back when he's 5 yards out of bounds. Yeah. That's the type of stuff you can't help. But I know people that dislike Jalen Hurts, and they are now big fans of him because of that game right there. They're just like, he matured so much.
Well, if you go back to the Cowboys game and you watch the All-22, you realize that there was a lot of times that both A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith were double bracketed. Yeah. So what they were doing is for those who, you know, maybe you didn't get to see it, but if you think about Billy as you're the quarterback, Dave, you're the receiver, you know, the receiver is looking up. He got the corner across from him, but as soon as they released from the line of scrimmage, the safeties came down, or the linebackers split out. So literally almost every single time in the game, the Cowboys had two guys on the Eagles' top two receivers. So I say give Hurts a ton of credit for saying, my guys ain't open. I'm going to get the Goddard. I'm going to get the Dotson. I'm going to get the Barkley.
What Dallas was doing, they were playing a zone defense in the secondary, but they still were getting 8 guys up in the box.
Correct.
So
because they would peel off.
They would peel off
because they would do that. So they refer to this system, and Dave, you might know this better than I do. They call it a predator blitz, where you line like 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage, and once the ball is snapped, half of them come to the quarterback, half of them fake to come to the quarterback.
Right.
And they peel off, and they call it a predator blitz because it's almost like the predator tricks you and then catches you.
Yeah, who invented it? Vic Fangio.
Correct.
There you go. And I did say in my notes today to talk about the Predator defense. So we're talking about the Cowboys defense, but everybody's been copying Vic Fangio
for years.
So he's always blitzing 4. If they show 3, it's 4. They're sending Cooper DeJean from a corner. They're sending somebody.
But Vic very, very rarely blitzes though, right?
But they're it's not a blitz, but he's sending a linebacker or a corner with 3 down linemen. And then you're sending 4. So 4 are coming.
And you just mentioned
4
something,
linemen.
too. This is a copycat league. So I'm wondering if the Chiefs, Spagnuolo, who's the defensive coordinator for the
Well, Spagnuolo's a different scheme. So Eberflus is an amalgamation of the Fangio cover 2 and the Pete Carroll cover 3. It's the idea that he blends two different defenses together. Spagnuolo is a completely different defense. Spagnuolo's defense is predicated on misdirection and pressure. Fangio's defense is predicated on deception and not letting you beat over the top.
What I'm saying is the blueprint that the Cowboys had to stop A.J. Brown and basically Saquon. You hold Saquon Barkley to 60 yards. I'm saying that's a stop. You held him in check.
Yeah.
Right? So other teams around the league, including the Kansas City Chiefs today, they're going to look at what they did and they're going to try to model it, you think?
But really quick, if I can ask a question to all three of you guys. Is there a possibility that part of the problem here is Kevin Patullo? That has nothing to do with the other side as much as the fact that you have a guy in the first time he's ever called plays. And it was like, yeah, he did well to begin the game, but as the game went on, he struggled and he got out-game planned by Matt Eberflus of the Cowboys. Are we concerned that Spagnuolo, who is way more experienced than Kevin Patullo is going to basically, whoop him in the mental part of the game?
Yeah, I think second half is where you see really experienced coordinators thrive. You'll see coordinators your second half is amazing. Or you have a quarterback that calls his own shots, mostly like a Peyton Manning or something like that, do very well in the second half.
You find the gaps.
Yeah, you don't see adjustments. You're not making adjustments. Almost the first half could be almost set up. So the second half you can do your double moves and all that stuff like that.
All right, well, we're getting closer to game time. The kickoff is at 4:25. Of course, you catch all the action right here on 97.3 ESPN Radio. Mike and Merle with the call. And we're looking forward to that. We're broadcasting live at LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. You got to come on down here. This place is phenomenal. And you got the great ambiance, but the food's phenomenal.
Yeah, we're going to get this place rocking, too.
Meatball trio.
Yeah, the meatball. The first thing I'm having as soon as we get off the air, I'm having a meatball trio.
It's filling, too.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8500 and give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I do want to tell you about LaScala's Beach House. It opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at LaScala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll get the keys to the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and Josh Hennig right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Brian Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I are in Minneapolis to bring you the Falcons at the Vikings. Second-year quarterback Michael Penix Jr. and Atlanta hope to bounce back from a Week 1 loss to the Bucs. Minnesota, on the other hand, is feeling good after a Monday night division win at Chicago to kick off their season. It's the Falcons at the Vikings on Week 2 of Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Philadelphia Eagles football.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Right nearby, right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Caesars Sportsbook app is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIO20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open to new users in New Jersey who are 21 or older. Max bet at $25 for boosted winnings. Max additional winnings $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScalas Beach House in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Come on down to LaScalas and join me, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and, of course, Josh Hennig. And right now, we just got the Super Bowl trophy has entered the house. It's here at LaScalas Beach House. So come on down to LaScalas and get your picture taken with the Lobardi Trophy. People are starting to come in right now and get their pictures taken. What a trophy that is, Dave Klemic.
Yeah, it's a pretty, it's a beautiful thing. And it's not like that elaborate or anything like that. It's just so pure. You know what I mean? It's just, it's pure. I've seen one when the Rams won. It was at Coach Vermeil's parties and stuff like that. No, I was able to maybe have it at my wedding, and my
it's not
mom,
like the Stanley Cup where you
my
take
mom
it everywhere.
shot it down. She was like, "Remember, Coach Vermeil was at my wedding," and she's like,
awesome.
"No, it's taking away from the bride. No Super Bowl trophy."
Now it's time to get the keys to the game with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson, sponsored by Blitz's Market in Ocean City, located at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Try their famous breakfast sandwiches, hoagies, gourmet burgers, and vegetarian options. Online ordering is available at blitzesmarkets.com or give them a call at 609-399-9983. Start your day off with Blitz's freshly squeezed orange juice. Mention the locker room and get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy from Fox 29 News Sports. He's a anchor over there, Scott Grayson. Good morning, Scott Grayson. We can't hear him. We can't hear you,
G.
We don't hear Scott.
Here, I'll try to interpret what he's saying. Just move your mouth.
Yeah, I don't know if Alex is something wrong with the connection back there, but we can't hear you, Scott.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
You can hear us. Okay.
Yes.
We can't hear Scott Grayson, so I don't know.
Well, I'm excited to get his perspective.
Yeah, I definitely want to get his perspective on
in the locker room. That's what I kind of like, because he gets to be in the locker room with those guys. So when I just like to get the mood, the relaxed or the kind of like if they're puckered up, the mood. And that's kind of where I always ask him about what's going on inside the locker room. Yeah.
I don't have Scott Grayson on the air.
We'll fill it. We'll fill the air until we hear his voice pop on.
Maybe we can just call back, Scott. Call 609-573-3776. And then we'll try to get you on the StreamYard. I mean, we can see Scott, and we can see his lips move. We just can't hear him.
Well, we'll fill it. We'll fill
that
time.
He'll call into the station. We'll get him up. So the Lobardi Trophy is here at the at LaScalas Beach House, and I saw the first Super Bowl was the AFL. Remember, the AFL was not merged with the NFL. It was the AFL and NFL until 1969 with Joe Namath, who I had on my show. The New York Jets beat the Baltimore Colts, and that's when and then the AFC became and the NFC became all came the NFL, AFC and NFC.
The founder of the AFC is none other than Lamar Hunt, the Chiefs owner, and then now Clark Hunt and his daughter Gracie are the owners or whatever, and so it's a cool story. I like we have a lot of old school in Kansas City. It's very old school. Even the stadium, there's no like glitz and glamour to it. It's kind of a little jumbotron in the back and not a lot else. You got to look at the stadium. It's one of the few stadiums that's owned by it's not owned by the city. The Hunts own that stadium. Neat thing about the Hunts is, and this Tiffany's trophy is made out of silver. They're the biggest owners of silver in the entire world. The Hunt family. Yeah.
Well, now I don't feel that bad about both their teams losing in Kansas City, knowing that he's got all that silver and everything.
Yeah, he's gonna be fine. He's all right.
He's all right.
He's all right. Yeah. And Gracie, who is like the supermodel now, when she was a kid, when I remember, she's like like 2 years old or whatever. When we let's see if we can get Scott.
All right, Scott, we got you. All right, sorry, we're on the stream. I'm very sorry. On the StreamYard, we couldn't hear you. I don't know what the problem.
Oh, it was worth it. That whole thing was worth it.
Well, Scott Grayson, it's good to talk to you again. Of course, we're back at it this year for another year of Eagles football, and every Sunday you'll give us the keys to the game, brought to you by Blitz's Market. But Scott, Dave alluded to it. You get down there, you get into the locker room, you get to talk to these guys and see them during the week. That gives you a little different perspective than a regular fan. Now, last week, Jalen Carter was suspended, and that was the big story, other than the fact that they beat the Cowboys. But the big story was the fact that Jalen Carter was suspended. What kind of what sense did you get to being around the Eagles and Jalen Carter this week?
Scott, so I got a question, too. I don't know if you've been out to make it to practice, but who's been playing scout as Patrick Mahomes? If you don't know, I have my guess. But it's hard. It's really hard to prepare for a guy like Patrick Mahomes because he does things so unorthodox. Like he's such a gunslinger. So when you're out there, I remember I had to be somebody at the next. I wonder who is being Pat Mahomes this week.
Yeah, hey, P. Corda here. Just giving you a question here, Scott. Your predictions for today? You thinking that we're going to have the same kind of outcome we had last time we faced them in the Super Bowl, or you think it's going to be a little different? In Arrowhead, yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking with Fox 29 News sports anchor Scott Grayson. Every Sunday we get the keys to the game brought to you by Blitz's Market. Scott, the Eagles bring in Zadarius Smith. They bring in Tank Bigsby. Guys, Howie Roseman seems like he never stops working. Right. Yeah. 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 All right, now, Scott Grayson, it's time for your keys to the game for an Eagles victory today. Wow. All right, what's your prediction for today's game? 27-17 from Scott Grayson. All right, Scott, I like it. And I also like having you every Sunday. We'll be getting the keys to the game with you, brought to you by Blitz's Market. Scott, as always, thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week, and let's go Birds. There he is, Scott Grayson on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. I can see a double-digit win.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's not going to say because he's a former Chief.
Yeah, I want it always to be a very good game, very competitive game, because I want to watch it to the very end, especially if it's my two teams.
It would be good,
So I want it to be close.
But you did agree with Scott. We were talking about before we got on the air that, the amount of money they're paying Patrick makes it very hard for them to – there's not a lot of space more. There's not much more than they can give out.
That's why you're going to get Juju Smith-Schuster on the back end of his career. All these guys will come over late in their career.
The Eagles are going to have to pay Jalen Carter next year.
Yeah.
They have to pay him a lot of money, especially if he has a year that he had the second half of last year.
And listen, this is a great thing. Maybe we can look at it as a positive that he spit on Dak Prescott. Be like, look, with these type of action, that could cost him some money there.
Yeah, right.
No,
because Sal Palatoni has said several times with the Sports Bash with Mike Gill, his next paycheck is going to be generational wealth.
Yeah, it's going to be big money, yeah.
First hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office at 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig, live from the LaScalas Beach House in Brigantine right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatics Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatics Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Servicing Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from the Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
That leaf pile is 100 feet tall. Your dad can't handle this. Not without the right equipment.
Yard work piling up? Gear up for fall with John Deere. Get $750 off select mowers, $2,000 off select Gator UVs, and $3,000 off select compact tractors.
Did I hear your dad got a John Deere? Yep, bad day to be a leaf pile.
Gear up for fall at an authorized John Deere dealer, now through September 30th. Learn more at johndeere.com/gearupforfall.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schwein here with you, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig. Oh, by the way, did you see Josh? He was working up a sweat. He had sweat coming off his he had sweat dripping off his chin, and he's working diligently over here.
He is.
He's doing a great job, man.
Here's a trivia question. What company makes the Super Bowl trophy?
It's from, I think, New Jersey. Some company in New Jersey, no?
Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed. You're too smart.
Josh, you're sweating
No.
everything. You're working.
I thought you were going to say
Somebody's got to do the work around here.
All right, we're at LaScala's Beach House. This place is magnificent, and the food is phenomenal. You got to come on down to LaScala's. They got all these big screen TVs at the bar. You sit there, have a nice meal. Of course, the outside deck is still going strong. It's beautiful weather out there. I'm sure the water's still warm. You got palm trees. They even got a stage for a band. So this is a great place. And I was here a couple times at Nicky Earnshaw in the summer. The place was packed.
Yeah. It's the best weather for this to me is the best. September weather by the shore, You know, you can't beat it.
Did you mention we had the Super Bowl trophy here?
And we have the Super Bowl trophy. There have been people coming in here getting their picture taken already.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll be here till at least 1:30 with the trophy. But the Eagles kickoff is at 4:25, and I like 4 o'clock games, to be honest with you. I mean, I like 1 o'clock. I just don't like the 8 o'clock games because you guys left at halftime last time.
4:44 left in the third.
My business partner's got his kids. We couldn't stay too late.
But that's why, because you can't enjoy the whole game because kids got to go home.
I know.
And you know what I mean? That's why 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games are great.
Yeah, 1 o'clock's good for me. I'm impatient.
Yeah.
I hate waiting.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
So last night I was watching the Canelo Alvarez fight. 1 a.m. I had to wait till to watch that fight. It was ridiculous.
Wow. Didn't even stay up. I was in bed at 11:30 last
Sound
night.
asleep.
I have zero interest in watching a fight at 1 a.m. anymore.
Yeah,
I used to be a huge UFC guy, but once I realized that every fight is like 11, 12 o'clock, now you're making life decisions.
Yep.
You know, now you're like, am I going to be able to wake up the next day? Like, you know, for example, I got to be here to set up for this show. You know, I love boxing. I want to see Crawford, Canelo. Like, I was curious. I was intrigued. No, I had to watch the highlights this morning. Maybe I'll rewatch on Netflix later. But, I mean, you know, people got lives, man. We can't be sitting around until
all the
1, 2
sponsors
o'clock
have
in
to
the
make
morning.
the money. That's how they do it. They keep you watching and watching and watching the undercards.
Yep.
And they move it back so the sponsors have more time. And then once you get really good at fights, then you start playing. You start winning later in the fight. You don't knock them out in the first round. Your sponsors don't get airtime.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell
I'll
you,
teach you guys. I'll teach you.
I was a season ticket holder for many years. I had tickets from like 1991 until 2010. And 1 o'clock games, 4 o'clock games were great, 4:05, but those 8 o'clock games are rough.
There's a 10 o'clock game this week. There's a Monday night, 10
Monday
o'clock
night.
p.m. game.
This on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Good point.
Shout out to my boy Caden Fortune. He's listening right now. His mom texts me in right now. He's going to his game. Good luck, Caden. Go crush it. This kid's one of the most best up-and-coming athletes I've ever seen. Caden, good luck today.
All right. Hour 1 went lickety-split. Hour 2 is next. We'll continue with our Eagles pregame show as we broadcast live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. We got the Super Bowl trophy with us. Come on down and get your picture taken with the Super Bowl trophy. On the other side, more Eagles talk. We got the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J Corda, Josh Hennig, as we broadcast live from LaScala's Beach House on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN. It's a Super Bowl rematch in Week 2 as the Eagles head to Arrowhead to face the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes is back. He's stepping up. He's hit. They sacked him. They got him.
Pre-game coverage begins at 3 p.m. Merrill and Mike call all the action later today, starting at 4:25. This is where the Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Looking for a new career? Want to learn more about area businesses and shopping local? Then visit the free Cumberland County Business Expo and Job Fair Thursday, September 25th. More than 100 area businesses and organizations will be on hand to discuss their products, services, and special offers. Some will tell you about job positions they're filling. Stop by and you'll be entered into a free drawing for great prizes, including gift cards and lottery tickets. These prizes are sponsored by South Jersey Water Conditioning Service. Enjoy food trucks, exhibitor giveaways, and much more. Free admission from 4 to 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, September 25th at the Rowan College of South Jersey, Cumberland Campus Gym, 3322 College Drive, Vineland. This event is hosted by the Bridgeton, Millville, and Vineland Chamber of Commerce, working together for a stronger Cumberland County economy. Co-sponsors of this event are The Authority, Rowan College, and Town Square Media.
Comcast Business High Five Hotline. What's the state of your excitement?
I signed my business up for the 5-year price lock guarantee, and I can't stop high-fiving people. High five!
Okay, deep breath. You're in a good place. You signed your business up for 5 years of gig speed internet and advanced security, all on our ultra-reliable network.
Gig speeds and advanced security? I'm so stoked.
Yep, and you get it at a great rate that's locked in for 5 years.
Woo!
The high five is just your body's way of saying, I'm winning.
So this is natural.
High-fiving everyone you see in a state of business savings enthusiasm? Totally natural.
Sweet! Thank you! Thank you! High five, everybody! High five!
The Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee is back, but only for a limited time, so sign your business up today.
High five!
Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/25 for new customers with qualifying bundle. Current customers may be eligible depending on services and area. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I named my boat Sure Don't. Get it? The other day when my friend said, "Hey Larry, you want to head back in? It looks like it might rain." I said, "Sure don't." I guess they didn't get it because they didn't laugh.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it by insuring it with Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
We're famous for our buffalo wings. The Piccalilli. When it comes to cooking wings, we're the king. The Piccalilli.
The champs are back, and it's game time at family-owned Piccalilli Inn. Skip the lame chains and treat your friends to their world-famous wings for eat-in or carry-out. In 6-packs to go. For game day, get your chicken wing fix on Route 206 in Chemung, New Jersey. Visit Piccalilli.com.
If you can't stop in, stop back. The Piccalilli Inn.
Home of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They've got him, it's a sack!
Sixers.
Oh, baby!
And Flyers.
He scored!
97.3 ESPN. WENJ. WENJ HD. Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Set! Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
We're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House right here in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schwein with former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig on site, Alex Berardis back at the studio. We have the Super Bowl trophy with us, so if you want to come on down and get a picture taken with the Lobardi Trophy, come on down here, join the show. We're broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House. And guys, I'm looking out over at the beach, and there's people on the beach, man. It's a beach day.
Oh, it's crowded out there, yeah.
That's what's good about the 425, man. You go hang out on the beach, ride your bike on the boardwalk, go on the beach, get a nice lunch, and then get ready for Eagles football day.
And they import these palm trees every year,
man, it's
and it just makes it changes the whole game. It just feels like you're in Miami or something.
It's a different vibe.
Crazy.
It is. It's a different vibe.
Well, the inside is swank. It's like it is like Miami.
It is. It's got that vibe with it.
It's got that vibe. Yeah. Of course, they got all the big screen TVs in here. They'll be on, so you can eat lunch and have a couple drinks and go out on the beach bar.
Yeah, man. And last year, Mr. Negadelphia got this place rocking at one game, right? Everyone got to experience Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda, as the fan that I know, where he's got the whole place. I've been on a plane with him where he's had the whole plane cheering. Whatever he was talking about, everyone wanted part of it. When he gets in here and he's in your building, it's good for business. Because he's like, last year he had the whole place cracking up, laughing, cheering, swaying side to side.
That's when Jalen Hurts got hurt. Then he wanted Pickett. Then Pickett threw an interception.
That's when he slid. Remember, he slid. He
That's right.
Hey, you know what I mean? Pickett got in there. We immediately needed McKay to come in and step in.
Speaking of quarterbacks, I have my Jalen Hurts jersey on. Now, we made a bet last year. And, Josh forgot. Dave didn't wear his. But the thing was.
No. I'm with this besmirchment of me, okay?
You're not part of this,
okay.
the bet?
You guys have all these things going on that I know nothing about, okay?
Like, we're going to have to shave our heads if the Phillies win.
The last time
I'll still do that.
I'm going to have to, too. I said it to you.
The last thing I remember is there was a segment, I think it was week 2 last year, where Mr. Negadelphia was on with Billy. And then you guys are going back and forth. And then Nick initiated the bet. That's what I remember. I was not involved.
Yeah,
Dave was
now
not
he's
involved.
backing off of it.
No, I'm
I
not
brought
backing
my
off,
jersey. All producers were involved as well.
No. See, you guys were
See,
to
I
lump
think
me.
you're right, PJ.
You guys were to lump me in when it's convenient for the
Did
conversation.
you get a jersey?
I did.
I got one. It's
Well,
here.
then you're part of the bet.
PJ didn't bring his.
I
Well,
left
he
mine
left it in Florida.
I
but
left it in
yeah,
Florida.
You should just go out and get another one.
I should. I think
But
I'm
you were
getting
given a
Kelly
jersey. You were given a jersey. And the bet was that if Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl and becomes the
Again,
MVP,
this bet-
Mr. Negadelphia was going to buy jerseys, and we were going to have to wear them all.
I think me and
season,
Josh
every
are
Sunday.
Hurts fans, though. You guys were not Hurts fans.
No, we were
I am now.
I am now.
I've been a Hurts guy since 2019.
He has.
Okay.
Yep.
Billy knows. Billy knows.
I know. And and PJ and I have been very critical, while you and Dave have been more supportive and understanding. But PJ and I got frustrated with the fact that he couldn't let me just propose this question. Hypothetically, if Jalen Hurts catches one ball, or A.J. Brown catches one ball for 10 yards today, what kind of reaction are we going to get this afternoon, even if the Eagles win?
No, I mean, we're going to start getting disappointed that we're not utilizing all of our tools. Absolutely.
You're going to hear.
But whose fault is that?
Dave. You're going to hear A.J. Brown start to complain.
But
Absolutely.
I don't want him to get that book out again.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Why do you assume that he's going to complain?
Because I think that's number one. He's a competitor. He wants the ball. You're paying a guy over $100 million. You got to get him the ball. And if he's not getting the ball, he's going to feel underused. And when athletes, Dave, these guys have egos and personalities. Yeah, I think there'll be a little trouble in paradise.
I've been a number one in college. You know what I mean? And if I wasn't getting the ball in the first half, I'm going up to my coordinator.
Yeah.
I'm looking up at the coordinator.
And Dave's I don't think.
And
you
I'm not a
Dave
selfish
as somebody,
person.
Yeah, he's not a selfish person.
Yeah, and he's not either. But he's like, he wants to win. And
Yeah.
you put the ball in his hand. However, there is this. Josh said it. They bracketed him. They'll put a guy in trail technique and they'll put a guy high. He can't catch one high, can't catch one low. It's good for the team.
But also, when we were at the game, guys, we were all standing there. You would see A.J. Brown make a move, and then after that first move, he'd stop running. He would stop. Like a lot of guys, you break off your pattern, Dave, as a wide receiver. You break off your pattern, then you got to try to get yourself over.
Was that a run play or a pass play?
Because
some of those plays were run plays.
But, Josh, when you're at the game,
I know
you can see a lot more than you can see when you're on the TV.
Okay, are we really going to get into a measuring contest?
We
I
figured this
watched
out.
the All-22 tape.
Hold on.
Okay? I watched the All-22.
Well,
there were,
but not regular. I mean, regular people don't watch the All-22 tape.
Listen, I don't. I'm just trying to interject some objectivity in this conversation. Okay, I think there is a presumption that A.J. Brown is this and that, and A.J. Brown has come out saying multiple times that you all, meaning the media and the fans, presume stuff about me.
Right.
I think if A.J. Brown was as problematic, we'll say, or as much of a angst as he has been described at times, I don't think he'd be here. Because Howie Roseman has come out multiple times, and he has said the quality of the people in the organization, on the team, are more important than talent.
Right.
So this organization, they have gotten rid of people.
And Sirianni has also professed to say that you're only as great as the people that you play with.
Right.
And I could shut this whole conversation down right now. We figured this out. He's nursing a hamstring injury from training camp.
Well,
so they're not. If you saw him fading off of routes, he was still there as a decoy. He knows why he wasn't targeted.
It could be a strategic play there.
That's it.
Where we're
they
just
put him on the
using
field.
him as a decoy.
They didn't use him.
Yeah, but didn't you play some tape? We played some tape yesterday on my show.
I
with
got it right
Nick
here.
Nurse.
So A.J. Brown was on the Jordan Schultz podcast, and this was part one of what he said about that, because he was asked specifically about the Cowboys game.
I know I'm in the game because, the coverage is getting rotated to me every single play, and even if it's underneath catches to Dallas Goedert or Johan getting his one-on-one opportunity, he making the big grab from the post, that's how I know I'm still in this game and in this game, and I'm still affecting this game. So regardless of if I was touching the ball or not, I'm still making an impact on the game.
Mr. Wide Receiver Dave Klemic, your translation.
Yeah, I mean, that's a way. I don't know if you remember when the Bears won the Super Bowl in 1985. I'm going way, way back. How many yards did
Walter Payton
have? Like 60 yards or something like that, right?
He also got a vulture at the goal line. They gave it to Refrigerator Perry instead of him, and he forever resented Ditka for that.
Right. So he was used as a decoy for the entire game. Right. And and there was other heroes, and he's okay. I think he, like Josh said, we're pigeonholing him a little bit because we know what we would think or what other guys would
saw
think.
him read, like PJ just said, he read a
absolutely.
He bought a book.
Yeah, but again, that book is a mental health book, okay?
Right.
All right, man.
No, but Josh, it does.
But it's on the sideline.
It doesn't.
Josh.
It doesn't look
it's on the
right.
sideline.
It sends a bad message.
But does it not look right because you say it doesn't look right?
I bet you if I were to poll 100 people, 90% of them would say it doesn't look right.
I don't care what the majority says. Right and wrong has nothing to do with what the majority says. If the whole world says jump off a bridge, you go jump off a bridge?
PJ just said it. Do you bring a book to a football
You don't bring this up, but
is it against the rules? Yes or no?
No, it's not against the
So
rules.
then why is it a bad thing?
It just looks bad.
Why does it look bad?
Does it send a good message?
Why does it not
That
send a
he's
good message?
not a good player.
Why?
Not a good team player.
Disconnected. It looks like he's disconnected from the game
like
at that time.
He's got himself out of the football mode. He's reading a book because he almost looks like he's sulking because he didn't get the ball.
Well, I know
That's
you're
all
playing
I'm saying.
devil's advocate here. What you're supposed to be doing is taking the iPad and
Exactly.
looking where the defensive backs were when you were.
How can I
under
get
mid-
better?
Now, if he was
how
like
can I
studying film
reevaluate
or
that?
doing something like that, hey, look.
And
I
this
mean,
is
I'm
all.
supposed to be
By
on
the
the
way,
iPad.
listen. This is all sour grapes because we got the best team in the league.
Oh yeah.
And I love AJ Brown. Don't get me wrong.
I want him.
I want him to catch the ball because I think it's very important and imperative. If the Eagles are going to have a successful season, they've got to use all their weapons, not just use somebody as a decoy a couple weeks. They got to use everybody.
But I do like that he actually admitted. He said, "Hey, look, I may not be touching the ball,
Right.
but I'm having an
I'm
impact."
contributing.
No different like on defense. If we're getting double teamed on Carter and someone else gets the sack and gets it, same thing. You know.
Yeah, here's the second part of what A.J. Brown said, the Jordan Schultz podcast.
As a receiver, it is tough because you want to touch the ball. You want to feel like you're contributing. But, yeah, that was tough. But, I try to do a really good job of staying locked in and staying ready. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet, had zero separation and
all that
decoy,
we don't need
all that, and which is crazy because none of those things were true. I got zoned the entire game. I didn't get not one single man rep. So, obviously – there won't be any separation, and I'm not hurried and I wasn't a decoy, just kind of how the game went.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm just saying when he was first interviewed after the Dallas Cowboys game, you detect a little. He was a little upset. He said some things, and they didn't clarify it.
Of course, he's not going to say he's a decoy.
Right.
You don't say, "Hey, I'm going to be a decoy this week,"
Yeah, because
or even last week.
Decoys don't get paid $96 million.
Yeah, right. All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throw at a party, preparing for today's game. Let Chet make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. Just about everybody in our area has heard about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more here with our Eagles pregame show live from LaScala's Beach House right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Brian Radke here from Sunday Night Football on Westwood One. Mike Golick and I are in Minneapolis to bring you the Falcons at the Vikings. Second-year quarterback Michael Penix Jr. and Atlanta hope to bounce back from a Week 1 loss to the Bucs. Minnesota, on the other hand, is feeling good after a Monday night division win at Chicago to kick off their season. It's the Falcons at the Vikings on Week 2 of Sunday Night Football.
Listen to Sunday Night Football on 97.3 ESPN. Coverage begins after Philadelphia Eagles football.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemic. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemic sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them The Locker Room sent you.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing a schedule, and responding to Jim's long emails. Leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC at dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
Looking to lower your energy bills and boost home comfort? South Jersey Gas has you covered with a no-cost in-home, whole-home energy assessment. Our energy expert will review your home's energy efficiency and provide a personalized report of energy-saving improvements. Plus, you may also receive energy-efficient upgrades like faucet aerators, smart power strips, and LED light bulbs at no cost to you. Don't wait to save money and energy. Schedule your whole-home energy assessment today at sjgsaveenergy.com or call 201-690-7897 today.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Come on down, join me, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic, Mainland product, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service, Josh Hennig, and we've got the Super Bowl trophy, the Lobardi Trophy here with us. Come on down, get your picture taken. We'll be hanging out for a little bit. And we're getting ready for Eagles football, Dave Klemic. Last week we just talked about the receivers. No Dallas Goddard today. He's out, and, of course, Will Shipley's out. But last week, Jahan Dotson was he had 3 receptions for 59 yards, and he led the team in receptions last week. Were you surprised at that?
No, because if you look at like what Josh said with the double brackets, you're going to leave one guy pretty much wide open, and that was going to be Jahan Dotson. So he may have another game like that today. Now, if you look at the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs,
right,
they're very dominated by one single guy named Trent McDuffie, who's like could be arguably, Josh could argue with this, being the best corner in the league. At least the most productive. He's just a very, very productive, like, pass breakup guy. Just makes plays all over the field. And they don't have an answer for all their guys. Like Justin Watson, who was their other corner, was out almost like, I think, 11 games last year.
Okay.
So they're going to have this, like, some young guys playing. We have a very explosive group of receivers that aren't doing anything explosive yet, but I think today might be our breakout.
And, of course,
game.
PJ last week, Devonta Smith, he only had 3 targets, 1 catch for 16 yards. He was also shut out of the process too. I mean, but once again, it was a they did what they had to do to win the game.
They got it done. They got the W. Yeah, they did. I mean, you don't always have those opportunities. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't present themselves, and you know what I mean? That's the way the plays play out, and you have the guys that can make the plays come through.
Dave, I would imagine that the Kansas City Chiefs defense is going to try to – who do you think they're going to try to stop? Like, obviously, like PJ said, you're going to leave someone open. Who if they can shut down AJ and Devonta, they're going to say, hey, let Jahan Dotson or Grant Calcaterra beat us.
Yeah, we just got John Mechie, too, from Houston. So we had 2. They're actually, both those guys went to the Petty School in New Jersey.
Oh,
so it's
is
kind
that
of
right?
cool. They're close. But I think they're actually both from Canada, though. It's weird. I think they're both Canadian guys. But I know one of the two is, but you're gonna see Jahan Dotson be open a little bit more. Like he's gonna have a third or a nickel receiver, defensive back covering him. Spagnuolo's a great defensive coordinator, by the way, so he'll game plan for all of this. But I think one of the things that we're gonna have to see today is, like you said, more just dominance and less errors. You want to see that progression during the week because we didn't look good, honestly, last week. If CeeDee Lamb doesn't drop those passes, we lose the game.
Right.
We lose the game. So the locker room, I was asking Scott Grayson, because I bet you they're in the locker room not totally relaxed right now. You won, but is winning might be not enough. Like winning's not enough for you, right?
Oh, right. But,
it's winning
but I think we're also conditioned now as fans with the way the NFL is today. Like, look at last year. Our starters are all bubble wrapped through the preseason. They don't play at all. So the first 4 games last year, the Eagles were 2-2 before, and then they had that bye, and then they settled down and went on a run.
Then we got into rhythm.
So
yeah.
I think the first 3 games are actually preseason games in effect, right, PJ?
In a way, it is. If you're not playing together and you don't have your full team activated there, yeah, I think it changes it. Yeah. I
mean, Josh, I don't know. Like, I'm going to start asking you guys now. Like, who's the player to watch tonight for the Eagles later on today on 97.3 ESPN?
Offense or defense?
Offense.
I mean,
obviously, it all hinges around Jalen Hurts.
I honestly think it's Dotson because no Goddard. Who's going to get the ball? Calcaterra is.
He did a pretty good job.
He's okay, but he's not. He doesn't have Goddard's instinctive ability. Like, look at those games that Goddard had. The Saints game, for example, last year, the Packers game in the postseason, the Rams game. That guy has some sort of ability to find a way to get open. So to me. I don't think Calcaterra is that guy. I don't think he's at that level. And I think that what you saw last week is going to happen again, that the Chiefs are going to get desperate to stop Smith and or Brown. And what's going to happen is someone's going to get left open. And if Hurts is already going to get Dotson last week, he's probably going to him again, right?
Well, I would say so. Listen, Dallas Goedert, he misses anywhere between 4 and 6 games a year.
Yeah,
at this point,
he averages 4 games missed a year for the last 5 years.
Right, there you go.
And I still think he's one of the most underrated players in the NFL. How could he, Zach Ertz, losing Zach Ertz? I thought that's going to be terrible. And he came in and completely filled his shoes, and then some. He's a better blocker than Zach Ertz.
He plays hard.
Yeah, he presents a different threat, more qualified for this
offense.
That's
a bigger point really quick, Klemic. Can you talk about that for a sec? Because Goddard, the blocker, is actually almost as important as Goddard, the receiver.
Sure. Yeah, because part of being a tight end is decoying a block, chip blocking, and then getting into the defensive backfield at some level. So if you are in, you look at Travis Kelce, probably the greatest receiving yards tight end. They never put him, they split him out all the time like a receiver. He doesn't block anybody. So he doesn't have, only at the goal line, which he does a lot of, but that's any tight end. But I think that him as a blocking tight end, Tony Gonzalez was like that. I played with him.
Right.
He was a great blocker too.
Right.
And that presents him so that he can stall everybody and then get behind the defense. I think he's like a mini Tony Gonzalez. I know he's one of the last tight ends that can really block and catch the ball.
All right. So, Dave, who are you looking for on the Eagles offense? Who's going to be your standout player?
I agree with Josh. It's Jahan Dotson. Yeah, it's got to be him.
Mr. Negadelphia shaking his head. Who's your player to watch for?
I think Saquon's going to run all over Kansas City like he did last time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I got a feeling that the Eagles want to get back to more of the run and set that up because if they can't stop, if the Chiefs going to have to put 8 guys in a box, they're going to have to if you want to stop Saquon Barkley.
But
when you do that, you're gonna be susceptible to the pass, especially with our 3 receivers.
Yep. Yeah. No, I want him to run that rock, get that going, just same way we came out last year. That's exactly what I want to say.
Even on his run, didn't he look unbelievably athletic? On even not a lot of air, but he was what he could do with his body just to gain 3 yards was amazing. It just shows how good he really is.
Yep.
So I think I've heard this several times on the Sports Bash with Mike Gill every Friday. I guess you have Sal Paolantonio he talks about, he breaks down the game film and stuff like that. But he did make a statement to Mike Gill that I thought it stuck out in my mind. The NFL, the defenses have had to be leaner and faster to
keep up with the
receivers in the pass. So what they did, their defenses got smaller. What did the Eagles do? They got bigger. The offensive line, the biggest offensive line in the league, and they just run people over. Smash mouth football, Dave.
And tell them ahead of time. We're going to do it. We're going to tush push. We're going to move you right out.
And I feel confident, don't you too? Like
right.
if we're 4th and 1. How confident are you? I'm confident.
I'm confident.
Yeah.
And I know I know Josh and Dave have a football background. I have too. I know that coaches say we don't worry about what other people do. We worry about what we do.
It's a good point. In the NFL, at every level, high school and college, we watch a ton of film of the other team.
Yeah.
The coordinators did. When you're in the NFL, you only watch film of yourself. You don't even watch the other team. You're like, here's what they're going to do. What you're going to do, you can't change it. You adjust for certain things, but you're rarely watching film on another team.
Like PJ, we would run plays when I was in high school and college. We'd run plays like over 30 times over and over and over again, so that when you get into the game, Dave, it becomes second nature. You do it. Repetition.
Yeah, defense watches a ton of offense.
Muscle memory just becomes
right,
natural.
Exactly.
Yep,
It just comes in. You don't make if you do it over and over again, it's ingrained in your head. It just comes to you naturally in the game.
You ever see that movie Semi-Pro? They call it the puke.
Yeah.
The puke. We're going to run the puke.
Yeah. Great movie.
I think the Eagles. I think they're in a good spot. Everybody says that this could be a scheduled. Some people say it could be a scheduled loss. I don't think so. I think the Eagles win today, and I think they win big.
Yeah, I just don't see much changing from what we saw, and especially after you just saw Kansas City. Not that they played; it was a sloppy game with Detroit, but I just feel like they lost. They didn't look that good out there. And I feel like we came out, we got the job done. I don't think we looked great.
Well, Dave just said he thinks the Chiefs could be on a decline, right?
They're going to be a 500 team. And I'll break it down to one
thing. So we're going to hold you to that.
Yeah,
Dave.
we're holding you.
Have you ever seen Mahomes throw a bad-looking face at at Travis Kelce?
No.
He did.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was the first time I saw frustration out of him.
See, Dave noticed that, PJ. This is my point. Dave noticed that. He would notice that. We noticed A.J. Brown reading a book. Just doesn't. I don't care if it's okay. It just doesn't look right.
It sets a bad precedent.
It sets a bad precedent. That's the only reason I brought it up.
Yeah.
I don't want him to read books. I want to utilize him.
I want him to. If he's on the sideline, I want him looking at plays.
We're paying all that money for him. We want to use him.
Yes.
All right. I play you in fantasy football.
I know.
I'm left out.
You're left out.
So
Don't you
sad.
feel left out, Dave? You should have been in the league. Anyway, on the other side, we're going to talk with our fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar in Summers Point. So we'll get to that on the other side. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. Now, I do want to tell you about LaScala's Beach House. We are here broadcasting live. It is absolutely gorgeous outside. They've got the beach bar. Come on out, enjoy the great food. LaScala's opened 2 summers ago to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at LaScalas. Are located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig, live from LaScala's Beach House on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Join the Sports Bash every Monday live at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Get your game on with the elevated bar and lounge, 12 slot machines, blackjack, roulette, and a dedicated area with 4 betting windows and 11 kiosks. The ultimate sportsbook experience. Go where fans become fanatics. The Fanatic Sportsbook in the gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. And join the Sports Bash live from 2 to 6 with me, Mike Gill, every Monday.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The trained comfort specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Go to get your game on at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the Gallery at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go where fans become fanatics at the Fanatic Sportsbook in the Gallery. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com.
Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine for our Eagles pregame show. Billy Schweim here with you, former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver and mainland product. Dave Klemic is here with us. Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig is producing, and Alex Berardis is back in the studio. And we're playing fantasy football now. I tried to pull up my fantasy, but I can't get in. So I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Fantasy football, I'm playing you today, P.J. Corda. And what's the probability for, let's see. It says the locker room looks like I'm going to lose to you, it says, the prediction. But that doesn't mean too much.
You never know. You never know,
All right.
really.
All right, each and every Sunday during the football season, we get to talk to my fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, serving lunch, dinner, and spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com. Call them for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. Good morning, Guru. All right, I'm playing Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda, and it already says that I'm losing. I'm going to lose 40. He's got 60% of winning favorability, and I got 40. Yeah, well, I sent him. I was at the game. I was at the Phillies game Wednesday night, and I sent him a picture because we got a lunch on the line, and so it's a series, and of course we won the series. So I sent him a big picture of an emoji of a guy eating a big sandwich. Mr. Negadelphia and I are going head to head, like I said, but on my fantasy team I have Isaiah Pacheco, and I didn't realize. Guru, he's not 100%, is he? You there, Guru? Yeah. Yeah, I have Isaiah Pacheco. I don't know. He's not really 100%, is he? Check. Do we lose him? Can you hear me?
Oh, man.
All right. I was talking about Isaiah Pacheco. He's not really having a great year. Should I move him? Right. No. I thought he was going to maybe make a return and be as effective as he was before he got hurt, but maybe not. Another thing, Guru, I have the Green Bay Packers defense, and I also have the Eagles defense. So I can't use Green Bay this week. I have to go with the Eagles. But moving forward, what do you think?
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, Bill, you got two good defenses there. If you want to trade that Philadelphia defense.
I'm not trading.
Just let me know.
Both of them.
Yeah. I'm also surprised that you're playing Pachenko today because we're playing against them.
Yeah, well,
which is a little bit.
Maybe I'll make a switch before the game starts.
You got time. You got till 4. So yeah.
I can't get in. I don't know if I'm getting bad reception here with my phone, but Guru, talk to us a little bit about the matchup today with the Eagles and Chiefs. All right, now it's time for your fantasy football picks. Of course, you're sponsored by Charlie's Bar, so give us your picks for Week 2 in the NFL. All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. Now let's get your prediction for today's Eagles game. 31-27 Birds. So you think it's a high-scoring contest? And, of course, it would be really extra special if we get the Phillies to beat the Kansas City Royals today before the 4:25 kickoff, Eagles-Chiefs. That would be, that'd be a cherry on the top. All right, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, as always, we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next Sunday. All right, there he is, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Charlie's Bar and Restaurant in Summers Point, New Jersey, serving lunch, dinner, and spirits. Watch all the big games while enjoying their famous wings. Check out the full menu at charliesbar.com or call them for takeout at 609-927-FOOD. That's 609-927-3663. Meet your friends at Charlie's Bar at the shore since 44. That's Charlie's Bar. That was Brian Hartley on the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline.
Yeah, and I got to reiterate that they just donated Mainland. Well, Mainland is now dedicated. It's called the Jack Thomas Memorial Field.
That's awesome.
On the big sign, on the field, the generosity of the Thomas family and Jack Thomas is it doesn't go unnoticed, and our whole community was there.
They put the lights up, right?
It was huge, yeah. It was
awesome.
Huge last night. Friday night. The place was absolutely packed. There was probably 8,000 people.
By the way, did you get the program?
Did
you get me a program? Did I advertise in the program? Did you get a program?
I did not yet.
You advertised in that too, right? Klemic Performance Method?
Yes. I am. Well, we train, we coach all of their kids, and we actually test their team.
Oh,
but we do it for free for Mainland.
Right.
So they give us, they do us a little trade. Yeah.
All right. We're going to have our. It's getting close to game time here. It's 11:45. This show's going lickety split. We have the Lobardi Trophy with us here at LaScala's Beach House. Come on down to LaScala's. Get your picture taken with the Lobardi Trophy. That's a good-looking trophy, isn't it?
Oh, man, it's a great spot to take a picture,
man.
too.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. This is a great place. LaScala's Beach House is a perfect setting to watch the games. It's also a great place to come off the beach. You can have an adult beverage, watch a band play. You're at the beach bar. It's pretty cool. Come on out to LaScala's Beach House. We'll be here for a little while. You can listen to the call, the Eagles call. Mike and Merle on the call. Merle Reese has been around for a while. He's still bringing it.
Still bringing it, yeah. I'm looking at these kids out in the water. It must be warm out there, I guess. And they're jumping in the waves out there.
Yeah, the water's probably still warm. Of course, September's a great month. September's the best. The water's warm. The waves are big. You get hot days.
Shoes are gone.
Yeah. You get what?
70s. 70s is the perfect temperature, for golfing. But yes, but also for being outside.
But we got the place back to ourselves, like the locals all,
Yeah.
You're kind of not even a local.
Well,
I'm a local.
You're
I
a
live.
local. You're not local. He's kind of not,
Look at
though.
his face when he said that.
He doesn't go in the water.
He doesn't even go into a pool, though.
I know. Well,
All right, let's talk about the defense, because we kind of concentrated a lot on offense, but defensively, what do the Eagles need to do, Dave?
Well,
secondary.
Let's see. I think we have the best defense in the league. Jalen Carter is the anchor. I always say every great you guys can look back in time. Every great defense has had an anchor, like it's an immovable object, and then everything on the immovable object can hang on it. But if you don't have it, you don't have a great defense. Our immovable object is Jalen Carter. When he wasn't in the game, we're susceptible. If he's back, you're going to see this team be able to. Nobody's going to score a lot of points on the Eagles' defense.
And I thought Jordan Davis had a pretty good game last week.
He did.
By the way, I've said this numerous times. I'll continue to say it. I watch Baldy's breakdowns at Baldy NFL. He does a great job. If you're just like a casual fan or just a layman's fan, he breaks it down where he breaks the film down. He'll post something and he'll explain it to where everybody can understand what's going on.
Great friend of the show.
Yeah, great friend of the show. Baldy does a great job.
I just wanted to say, speaking of film breakdowns, this is what Greg Cosell said from NFL Films this week on the Inside the Birds podcast about Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis played his best game as a pro, hands down. He was phenomenal in all areas, both in run defense and with some pass rush as well. I thought his pad level was lower. He just looked like a quicker athlete. I think this is what they had expected or hoped when they drafted him. He just played stronger and moved quicker, especially as a pass rusher. You saw that a couple of times in the first half where he had two really strong snapshots of that. Where he was one-on-one versus the center, BB, he just dominated him.
He blew him up, and like I said, he played really well. He had a lot of hurries and a lot of quarterback knockdowns. He deflected a ball, I believe. He had a great
Is
game.
it his third season, right?
I
Is
believe
this
so,
his-
yeah,
so
third, yeah.
what happens with athletes is they go, we talked about this last year. First year, you'll like it.
Right,
Second
yeah,
year,
remember
you'll
that,
love it.
yeah.
Third year, you'll live it. Live it, you understand how to be a pro. Now he's a pro.
Right.
I feel like everybody's third season, they make that transition to really being a pro. Like it, love it, live it.
Maybe stepped up a little bit too since we had Jalen out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Showed that
Yeah.
You
filled
think
in the
there's a
gap.
little bit of, I think there was a little bit of that.
I
but
think so. The players
Could
step
you
up there.
imagine both? I remember I saw Jordan Davis at the Maxwell dinner here
Big-
in
big
Atlantic
boy.
City. He was huge.
Big boy.
I mean, the guy's mammoth. Like, could you imagine having Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, 2 tackles? I mean, that's a pretty.
Oh yeah, you're talking some power.
You're
there.
talking
Yeah.
some.
Well,
that's a
also,
lot of-
I'll say Jordan Davis also lost a lot of weight in the last couple of years. He's lost a total of over 30 pounds. So it's a lot easier to, as you know, Dave, slip through some of those
that pass
offensive linemen. So now you got the power and the athlete. Because, I mean, this guy could almost do a backflip, basically, when he was almost 400 pounds. Now he's like 340, and
Still
now it's
pretty big.
No, but I mean, like.
But
you
it's
know,
good that he's leaning
And you know
out.
what? He's got a personality. You've seen him in the locker room after the game's over. He's leading the whole crew with his dancing and his cheering, and that goes back to leadership, like
Morale and everything's very important.
Look at
Yeah.
Harrison Bader, what he's done for the Phillies. That kind of personality is good for the team.
Absolutely, yeah. You want the team to have that unity like that, to have that, and you want them to look like they're having fun, enjoying themselves out there. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, just as a business person and stuff like that, you got to have it just because football is a business.
Right.
The
Yeah.
whole thing's a business. When you are trying to fire up your sales staff or whatever, what do you do as a business, or how do you fire them up? It's almost probably the same thing, right?
Yeah, it's the same idea. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You don't see it as much as the way you see it in our field, where like money drives a lot of the progress for sales, right? So that's what you're seeing. You're putting that, you're dangling that carrot out there for them to do that. But for these players, I mean, I think they got to want it. They got to want that win. They want to want it because the money's there. These guys are getting paid well,
And they're not thinking about money when they're on the field. They're thinking about the game.
They're trying to-
They're playing
yeah.
a kid's game, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They're not thinking about money at that moment. It's every other moment.
As soon as they get off that field, they are.
No, but I mean, don't you have that? You have to have that childlike passion to play a game like this, right? Even though it's a business.
Yeah. Look at like Ray Lewis. Look at how he played every play, every practice like it was like the last one. It was fun for him. Those guys are having fun and keep that type of energy. Those little things add up over time, and your practice becomes how you play.
All right, we're broadcasting live at LaScalas Beach House in Brigantine. Come on down. This is a great place to watch all the games. We got the Super Bowl trophy. The Lobardi Trophy is here. You come on down and get your picture taken with the Lobardi Trophy. Should be here till about 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon. But this is a great place. LaScalas Beach House in Brigantine. They got all these big screen TVs that you sit at the bar and watch the game, have a great meal. I know I'm having the meatball trio as soon as I get.
We got to do it.
Yeah, I'm breaking my fast, Dave Klemic.
This is the most unique atmosphere in our area.
Oh, the shore area, yeah.
You don't
for sure.
have a beach place like this with the palm trees and this, atmosphere. Look at this.
No,
Look
it's
at this.
perfect for it.
Crazy.
It's perfect.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the Eagles game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Well, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is sponsored by, or everybody that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Dave Klemic, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, and Josh Hennig as we broadcast live from LaScalas Beach House in Brigantine right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. 97.3 ESPN. It's a Super Bowl rematch in Week 2 as the Eagles head to Arrowhead to face the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes is back. He's stepping up. He's hit. They sacked him. They got him.
Pregame coverage begins at 3 p.m. Merrill and Mike call all the action later today, starting at 4:25. This is where the Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN. South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale, and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com, because we're paying the sales tax.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Whether you're outside for work or just outside for fun, you need apparel and accessories that can keep up. At the Hub, you'll find it all. Lightweight shirts, cooling tees, shorts, hats, and boots, in sizes for men and women, including regular, big, and tall. The Hub has the brands you know and trust. Carhartt, Dickies, Timberland Pro, Wolverine, Wigwam, Levi's, and that's just the start. Need gear for the job site? They've got you covered. Looking for something comfortable for the weekend or the beach? They have that too. Stay cool with moisture-wicking fabrics, breathable button-ups, and lightweight work jackets for early mornings. The Hub is your summer destination for clothing that works as hard as you do. From rain gear to sun hats, steel-toe boots to casual sandals, they carry it all. Find the right fit, the right style, and the right price every time you shop.
Introducing the new Dell AI PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps do your busy work for you, so you can fast forward through editing images, designing presentations, generating code, debugging code, summarizing meeting notes, finding files, managing your schedule, and responding to Jim's long emails. Leaving all the time in the world for the things you actually want to do. No offense, Jim. Get a new Dell AI PC at Dell.com/AI-PC. How those ahead stay ahead.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at Yuri's Waterfront Restaurant. Phillies, Eagles, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday Night Football, college football, and the NFL ticket. Watch the games at Yuri's and enjoy 50-cent wings, half-price pizzas, $1 dogs, and $5 draft and can specials, plus other happy hour specials. If you love seafood, Yuri's has it, including all-you-can-eat crab. And of course, the beautiful sunsets are still free. Watch the game at Yuri's Waterfront Restaurant, next to the boathouse at the foot of the bridge in Wildwood.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from LaScala's Beach House in Brigantine. Eagles pregame show. Billy Schweim, Dave Klemic, P.J. Corda, Josh Hennig here producing, and, of course, Alex Berard is back at the studio. All right, fellas, now it's time to get your predictions for today's game. We'll start with you, P.J. What is your prediction for today's game? I don't think he's on. Can we hear you?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah. I think it's going to be high scoring, but I do think we're going to get a victory, and I do think it's going to be a substantial victory. I think it's going to be 17 Chiefs, 31 Birds.
31-17.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Eagles. Go ahead, Dave Klemic. You're up next.
All right, so I'm going to go. What color uniform are we wearing, by the way?
I hope it's the Kelly.
I love the Kelly
they're not
green.
Kelly green.
No, are they black on the road? Are we getting all blacked out?
Does that matter?
I don't know. It does. I think we play more excited when we change colors.
All right.
We're away. We're away.
Yeah. But I would go 27. Eagles 27, Chiefs 24. It'll be.
So you think it's a close game?
It's a close game.
Yeah. All right, Josh. What say you?
Well, I gave this prediction out yesterday on Hanging with Hennig on 97.3 ESPN. That follows Billy Schweimer in the locker room at 12 o'clock every Saturday. Shameless plug. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think that Spagnuolo and Fangio, you gave them 10 days to prepare for this game. So my working assumption is this is going to be a rock fight. So I think it's going to be 23-20. Jake Elliott wins on a field goal.
Wow. Close game.
23-20. Alex Berard is back in the studio.
So the theme of the Kansas City Chiefs last year was the amount of one-possession games that they won, right?
Yep.
Already this year, they have won one-possession loss. I think that's going to be the theme of this year's Kansas City Chiefs. I have 27-23 Philadelphia Eagles.
27-23
close one again.
Philadelphia Eagles. Now, normally when I see everybody that I have, from Fran McLaughlin, Nicky Earnshaw, Scott Grayson, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, PJ Dave, Josh, Alex have all taken the Eagles. When I see that, I start to get nervous.
Did you feel like everybody's we're getting too confident?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not today.
I thought.
Not today.
By the way, the fit is whites today.
Right,
oh, the whites. Okay.
They're going with the whites.
The Eagles win this game, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring game as well. Remember, we beat the Cowboys 24-20. I think with Jalen Carter back on the field, I think it's going to bode well for the Eagles' defense. And Vic Fangio, of course, being one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, I think he keeps Mahomes in check. And I think the Eagles win this game 21-17.
Close again. Close game.
Yeah, so I believe that it's a lower-scoring game. Now, Fran McLaughlin said we got him for high school athletes to the spotlight. He said 35-31. Nicky Earnshaw said 26-21. Wow. Scott Grayson today said 27-17. Brian 31-17. PJ 31-17. Dave 27-24. Josh 23-20. You see the theme. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
Well, the score now higher scoring games are like 30 points. They used to there's been a league drought in scoring. I think it's because the defense has been more based on stopping, like you said, they're lighter,
right.
They're smaller to stop the pass,
right.
which was high scoring, and now they're trying to combat that.
So now the Eagles load up and get one of the biggest, if not the biggest, offensive line in the league, and they go right at people.
Time to run the ball, boys.
Run the ball right down their throats.
Time to run the ball.
The show's over already.
What's Billy always say? Big guys beat up little guys?
Big guys beat up on little guys.
I know.
That's my motto. Wow. 2 hours just like that, lickety split. We're broadcasting live from LaScalas Beach House in Brigantine. Come on down. The Super Bowl trophy's here. Come on down and get your picture taken. It'll be here for at least until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. But 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Come on down and get your picture taken. The guys will be here. Thank you, PJ. Appreciate it. Good luck to your mom.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to give a little shout-out to the Cooper Health System, all the nurses out there, and my mom recovering out there. I appreciate it.
All right, Dave Klemic, I appreciate you.
Of course, as always, man.
Right.
I love it.
Thanks to Scott Grayson. Thanks to Brian Hartley, the fantasy football guru. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Sunday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Let's go, Birds!
The preceding program was paid for by The Locker Room.